Hello everyone. On the behalf of Society for Constitutional Law and Human Rights, I, Shreyan Singh Chandil, wishes you all a very happy Women's Day. This Women's Day, Society has taken a very special initiative. The initiative is all about raising awareness about certain special laws and rights which are available to our all strong women and girls out there. So, here it is.
Representation of women in politics. Article 243D under the 73rd Constitutional Amendment provides that seats in the Gram Panchayat are to be reserved for SCs and STs, out of which a minimum of 1/3 of the seats are to be reserved specifically for women from that category.
Issue that women face in the professional world is with regards to the Equal Pay for Equal Work, and Equal Remuneration Act 1976 clearly assures women that there would be equal pay to both men and women workers, and there would be a prohibition of discrimination on the grounds of gender in the employment sector.
The woman is entitled to the following rights. She can take a paid maternity leave of about 26 weeks. However, if this is a third child, the time is reduced to 12 weeks.
Talking about the concept of women rights, one particular right which every woman should be aware is that they have a right to file a zero FIR. A zero FIR is a FIR which can be filed under any police station, even if that particular incident has not occurred in the area in which that police station comes. And once this zero FIR has been filed, that particular zero FIR can be transferred to the respective police station where this particular incident has occurred. And this zero FIR is an effective remedy to prevent an offender from getting away scot-free.
One of the rights that is available with the woman is to register a complaint virtually. That is, in case any mishappening takes place with her and she is mentally and physically unfit to visit the police station, then she has the right to register a complaint via email, or also she can post the complaint in writing.
Under CRPC, Section 46 subclass 4, a woman can only be arrested before sunset and after sunrise, except in some exceptional circumstances. Even in those exceptional circumstances, with the prior written permission of a judicial magistrate first class, a woman can only be arrested by a female officer and be taken to an all-women police station.
And women rights are the human rights, and one such of important right is right of sexual assault victim to keep their identity anonymous.
So one of the women right which women should know is indecent representation of women. So what is indecent representation of women? So it prevents improper representation of women via any advertisement, any publication, any writing which is improper representing the woman in our society or in our country.
The women have a right under the Immoral Trafficking Prevention Act, which protects the woman from the trafficking for the purpose of prostitution as an organized means of living.
Living in a world of technology, it is not uncommon for us to see indecent pictures of women being shared or captured without their consent. Now, Section 354C of IPC deals with the offense of voyeurism. It states that if a man watches or captures the image of a woman in a private act or disseminates such image, he shall be punished under this section. A private act includes an act where a victim does not expect to be observed by the man or by any person at his behest. Now, even if the victim consents to the capturing but not to dissemination, such dissemination shall also be punishable under this section.
Keeping a check on women-related cases, the Government of India has established crucial rights for women in consideration to domestic violence. Section 498 of Indian Penal Code protects a wife, a female living partner, or a woman living in household like a mother or a sister from domestic violence. The accused shall be punished with a non-bailable imprisonment for a term which may extend to 3 years and shall be liable to fine.
So every 1 in 3 women is a victim of an offence called domestic violence, which has increased rapidly, especially in this lockdown. And there are most of the women who are unaware of their rights regarding this. There is a whole act regarding this, which is called Protection of Women from Domestic Violence, passed in 2005, which provides protection to women, not only married women but also who are in live-in relationships, from any kind of abuse through which she can move to court against her husband or any relatives. And second is section 498A of Indian Penal Code, which provides protection to women if she is subjected to any kind of cruelty from her husband or any of his relatives.
Violence against women not only start after they take birth in this planet but also sometimes before. Female feticide is a heinous act and an indicator of violence against women. This particular act is punishable under IPC through various sections.
Women have a right as co-partners to the joint family property under the Hindu Succession Act of 2005. It was held in the case of Vinita Sharma vs Rakesh Sharma, wherein the Supreme Court cleared the confusion regarding the interpretation of the same.